Oh! Oh boy, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, finessers and finesses. I cannot believe it. We have made it. A year of pain, agony, suffering, angst. Patience is a virtue, and we are back. I'd like to welcome back my space cadets. I believe it was Mr. Cheese, Scoggins, Calder, and Skeet. I appreciate y'all's candor, and I'm very happy to have you guys back with into a place where gravity matters, where gravity exists. I'm sure Calder is becoming used to the extraterrestrial terrain, but it's something that we can get used to. And let's see if we can't get 4 new cadets in there. Minus the trash bag. That's not what we want. We want to avoid that. But got a lot of traffic sitting here. I'll show you here momentarily about what the traffic looks like. No cheese here. I mean, I'm sitting here. I don't even understand what's going on. I don't know when the hands-free law starts, but I'm going to be the guy that gets pulled over for it. This league deserves content, and if it, at the expense of my license and points and money, I'm willing to pay that. I'll start a Venmo for it if need be. But what I won't do is stop recording for this great empire. Let's see what we got here real quick. Today it's gonna be my annual power ranking show, and this will cause some serious ruffling of feathers. So I ask that you guys take a seat. And remember, my production team came up with this, so I had nothing to do with it. And I just hope that and no people were harmed in the making of this video. But let's see. We'll go ahead and jump right in. Let's see here. Number phones, all of you. And by the way, this is the draft board. It's the no cheese symbol. Look at that. Check that out. Got some. Look at that. It'll be every year moving forward. It's the no cheese fantasy draft night with the massive no cheese. It's like a 4-foot banner. So it don't get much better than that. Unfortunately, my guy, he trusted. Okay, you gonna let me over, or what's up with that? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this hound dog. My guy unfortunately trusted UPS with his shipping needs, and I believe that that decision won't be. I doubt he'll make that decision again. I mean, UPS is. It's literally the Nissan Altima of shipping services. But we'll just jump right in. I'm gonna do my power rankings, and then I'm gonna do actual NFL power rankings. I'm not gonna do the whole league, but I think I am gonna go through and do bottom 10 and maybe make my way higher up. No, Gary, on making your way higher. But we'll go ahead and dive right in. And this is this is not to ruffle feathers, but I'm sure feathers will indeed be ruffled. At one, this man is defending a title, and I think it wouldn't have been prudent of me to put him any lower than 1 unless he just butchered a draft night. No Cleveland Browns on butchering draft nights, and I don't believe he did that. One Mr. Galt, he followed up last year's spoon with a good draft, I thought. Safe QB room with running upside. You got a strong RB room. If any weakness, it might be his receivers. No Saints. But in order to strip him of this ranking, he would have had to butcher the draft, and I just don't think he did that. So I'm gonna put Galt there at number 1. Relatively strong team. I don't have the teams pulled up. I probably should. Here, let me do it while I'm driving to make sure I get injured. Let's see, ESPN fantasy football. I kind of remember some of the teams already, but not all of them. Let's see. Uno momento, por favor. There's about 1 trillion people on I-85, so it might take a second to even get this information in. But I do know. Here, I will. Uno and what's that? Look at this. I'm just forget the road. The road really, if you think about it, doesn't matter. I mean, Gamecocks. Wage for any of you that says anything about the Gamecocks. All right, we're in. Cool beans. All right, so now number 2. Now this is crazy, heinous even. This man has been a perpetual cadet for years, and I don't think it would be. His team is actually not that bad. I mean, they're not good, and he'll find a way to mess it up. He's been channeling into his inner cheese lately with the last year or two with trade offers, not responding to them. But, Calder, our favorite cadet, his team's not bad. He's kind of channeling the same vibe as he had a couple years ago when his championship run was expeditiously halted by the trash bag. He just ran into someone who's just better, and that's okay. That happens. But, Calder, I'm putting him at 2. Put up at 2 of my power rankings. I believe he's trying to, the garbage quarterback method again. It's a bold strategy that New Orleans Saints have implemented for years. But his core of, I believe it's Amon-Ra, JJ. You gonna go or what? Amon-Ra, JJ, McBride, and Henry. That's a strong core. That's enough to maybe win you some weeks. And Achane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His core is not that bad. Now, granted, I think, oh my gosh, his quarterbacks, I can't remember. Oh, it was Jordan Love and Super Dookie Booty, Justin Herbert. Goodness gracious, the nauseation. It's nothing short of a pure nausea fest. But it's whatever. It's okay. I don't think any of your teams are any good. So someone's got to be at 2. I think 14 points. He'll probably get 14 points from Love, 14 to maybe 15, 16 from Herbert. But Greg Roman will severely limit his passing. I think I don't know. We'll see if the garbage quarterback method plays out again. Because he surely is embracing it this year. Number 3, and here we go. Another cadet, in my opinion. Another cadet, Scoggins. If Scoggins' team stays healthy, he might win it all. And I mean that. And I'm seriously mean that. I'll read his team to you guys while, let's see, full schedule. I'll read his team to you guys while I have it. Lead member. It's kind of hard to do this while I'm driving, but, if I die, it's for a good cause. Oh, here it is. Oh, look at the cheese regime. Give me a break. Return. Okay. Jalen Hurts. Push, booty crack. He's a safe floor. McCaffrey, Pacheco, Puka, T. Higgins, Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft sneaky. You lesser thans don't understand about Tucker Kraft. But I'm telling you, he's not going to be that bad. Jameson Williams, Egbuka, Brock Purdy, and then throw in a rookie, Caleb Johnson. That's not bad. A strong quarterback room. Purdy and Hurts that's good. That's good. So if you can keep Puka and CMC healthy, which I don't know if that's particularly possible. The likelihood of those two staying healthy all season is the same likelihood that Gary has agreeing anything that Charlie Kirk says. But, I don't think it's that bad. His team has the ability to score high. No Gary being high if they are healthy. So, and here's where the feathers are really going to get ruffled, and I'm going to stand by. I'm standing on business. I'm doubling down. The trash bag at 4. The 4 trash bag spot. Well, where's my weakness? But he doesn't have running backs. I have 3 starting running backs, all of which have different buys. If they get hurt, we'll cross that bridge when I get there. But Gibbs and Hubbard's tough. You know what I'm saying? And then my wide receiver room, I got A.J. Brown, JSN, Cortland Daddy Sutton, couple with Worthy, who's going to be Riceless. Come on. What are we talking about? And not to mention my all-white quarterback room with Bo Nix and Drake May, who were top 10 at their position last year on a points-per-game basis. Quit playing with him. I refuse to have my name thrown in a pot to dabble with humor. I won't. I'm not the one. I'm just not the one. I got 2 Caucasians leading my team. No Megan Trammell and Elizabeth Miller on having 2 Caucasians leading a team. All right. 5. This pains me to do because this man disgusts me at all levels. Grayson Goforth, the cheese man. He literally has the best starting quarterback in fantasy football. Lamar is. I'm not going to have this conversation with you about Lamar and Josh Allen. I won't do that. Lamar is a better real life and fantasy quarterback than Josh Allen. So he has the best starting quarterback in fantasy football. And then what does he do? He doubles down and gets the worst. He's got Trevor Dookie Cheeks Lawrence in his OP spot. So it's kind of insane. I mean, you go from literally the best, go to the worst. It's kind of like the election a few years ago. You go from Trump to Biden. It's disgusting, really. But I don't really need to address his running back room. I don't know which one it'll be yet, but one will be the overall running back one. And his wide receiver room is safe. I want to say it was I know it's Garrett Wilson. I can go look just to make sure that I get all my ducks in a row. Garrett Wilson, Ladd McConkey, Brian Thomas should add a level of safety unless anyone over 120 pounds comes over the middle to hit Ladd or Brian Thomas because they're all twigs. But Garrett Wilson, depending on Justin Fields' arm, is really a heinous, nefarious activity. But we'll see if it pans out, Cotton. But yeah. Number 6, I'm tossing Alex in there. I got 2 QBs. I'll go. Let me go find them real quick. Patty Cakes Mahomes, not a bad quarterback. He's just not. Now he'll be constantly coddled by Goodell and the band of Travis Kelce's groomsmen. But he's not that bad of a quarterback. He's got the stack with Killer Travis Kelce, but he's got soft tissue Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, who he's good, but I feel like the upside's sort of capped with him based on how we run our offense. Saquon and Josh Jacobs is pretty strong, but Josh Jacobs had an unsustainable number of touchdowns last year. Let's just be honest. And then you got Breece Dookie Cheeks Hall, who probably won't keep the job. If he does keep the job, the best thing for him is if he just gets traded. That would be the best thing for Alex's camp, I believe. And then Marvin Dookie Cheeks Harrison I got Kyler Murray throwing in the ball, and lest I say any more about that, Kyler Murray, put the ball in his hand, bad things happen. So, we'll see. I got Shakir on the bench, and then he drafted a bunch of backups, and then Joe Mixon. It's really disgusting. I don't see the appeal. The core would be Saquon and Jacobs, and I don't think that core beats like Achane, Henry, Justin Jefferson. That's just me. So that's why I put him at 6. If you want to make a video combating it, do it. I don't care. Don't care. You can submit it at wage.net for all I care. Tiffany, your hair. Look at this. Look at this. Look, no cheese. All right, number 7. I'm going to have to put it at Evan, a.k.a. the geriatric facility. I don't know if it's a geriatric facility or a fantasy football team. It's got more use than a Nancy Pelosi insider trading group text. You know what I'm saying? This team is just out of control. Him and Alex thinking I won't make the playoffs is dumber than George Bush thinking we think that a plane flew 6 feet off the ground and hit the Pentagon. It just didn't happen. All while there was 100 cameras there that didn't capture anything, and the one that did was as grainy as my bank account. I'm not doing this. Not right now. Different conversation. Let me roll through. No, Gary, I'm rolling something. Let me roll through his roster. Joe Smooth, Joe Burrow. That's tough. That's I don't hate that. Jonathan Taylor, don't hate that. Kenneth Walker, assuming he's healthy, which he never is, he very well could lose that job. I would trade him or put him on the shelf. That's just me. Nico Collins he's good. TGK, stop playing. But then I got Hunter Henry, I got Jalen Waddle, CJ second year slump Stroud. It's Kenneth Walker, JT, Hunter Henry, TGK, and Jalen Waddle. I call that the blue tent brigade. You know what I'm saying? It's heinous work. I just don't see much like domination appeal there, if that makes sense, But who am I? I'm just a guy that's never been in space, and I have a right to voice this on my channel. I do, and I can and I will. And number 8, Clay. I'm so sorry, brother. I'd like to take a moment of silence for Nico and Justin Jefferson. You know, your faith, when I saw those two get drafted, I think they were back to back. No Drake. Your face was redder than Cracker Barrel stock last weekend when they went woke and got broke. If you know what I'm saying, like it was, and you know, I could just tell there was a level of angst, pain, suffering, torture. But I mean, you know, as far as the team itself, overall, I like the Dak. I like the Dak and Lamb combo. I do. You know, the strongest wide receiver core in the league, probably. I mean, if we're being realistic, I mean, Neighbors and Lamb with Dak as the stack. I mean, that's not bad. But then you have RJ Harvey, who is low-key Pookie. Look at this truck. Look at this truck. You could have just got over way back there. I'm not doing it. I will run into this car. I'm not letting you holy crap! Look at this demonic fiend. Oh, look. Oh, wow, you're easy. Whoa! Okay, anyway, literally almost wrecked. Number of phones, all of you. All right, so, yeah, I mean, Kyron, and you got Harvey, who's, he's the second string running back right now. Is he better than all the other ones? Absolutely. But Sean Payton's an odd bird. And then you have the king of inefficiency and touchdown dependency, Kyron Williams. Strong tight end room. I believe he had, I want to say he had Bowers and Laporta, Laduki Potty. I don't remember. I'm 90% sure it was Bowser. But you know, the OP, a very risky OP from what I gathered. The Cam Ward, it could work out. You know, I think Cam Ward's extremely talented. I've low-key been a D1 glazer of him all off season. But rolling him out as your OP week 1 might be heinous. Which is, you know, why we're here at number 8. Nothing personal. It's just the reality of it. Week 1, I might readjust the power rankings based on the ineptitude that I offer. You know, this could just be a disgusting ranking system that is turned on its head week 1. I mean, you know, Calder might win a game, you know, which is scary to think, Calder winning anything. But and then you got rookie Tetaroa and CTE Olave in the flex. So, you know, we'll just see. Number 9, Gary. You know, personally, low-key, I think this is one of the worst rosters in the league. And, you know, between him and Skeet, I had a lot of trouble deciding who was more pathetic. But Skeet's draft was just kind of funky, so I kind of felt obligated. I had to do it there. Could work out. I have no idea. But Gary, personally, like I said, I just think he has one of the worst rosters in the league. RB room is sus. Wide receiver room, you know, it is locked up. With Chase, Connor Diddy on being locked up. But you know, the QBs are sus. Tight end is sus. That's just me. To each their own. I'll roll through. Baker Mayfield is QB1. Is not terrible. His OP right now is David Montgomery. You know, we're running back 2 for the Lions. I mean, that's disgusting. Javonte Williams, DK Metcalf, a lot of confusion there. David Njoku, emphasis on the joke. You know, the only thing that's going to hold him to relevancy is Pookie Bear flaccid. But yeah, I mean, then you got Devontae Adams, Oldie Locks with a guy who just had an epidural. No Megan Trammell on having epidurals at a large clip. But you have you know, James Cook. He's never scored more than like 5 touchdowns at any given point at any given season. Last year he scored 16. Could it have been due to the fact that I drafted him? Sure, maybe. To each their own. I have no idea. It's time to let some sun in here. We need to let the sun in here so I can see how bad y'all are. But then you're rolling in a rookie, Ashton Genty. I mean, we'll just see. I don't know. It could work. Like I said, this is not my team's so much better than yours. It is, but I'm just, you know, that's not what this is about. But Skeet, we'll roll into Skeet with the last pick overall. We'll see how it works. You know, Josh Allen, he's going to have to really hold the fort down. But I have Amarian Hampton and TreVeyon Henderson. They're second on the depth chart. Are they better than the person? At in front of them? I think so. They're younger. They don't cost as much. More explosive. You know, Connor George Bush will be an explosive. But Yeah, I just you gotta see rolling out 2 RB2s essentially on the depth chart, not RB2. I'm talking about depth chart RB2s. That can be scary. Then Drake London and DJ Moore. I do like that. I have no problems with that. George Kittle's just a stud. My favorite part of his lineup is Drake London, DJ Moore, and Kittle. And then CTE, Pickens, and Ridley rounding out the thing with Fields. Fields and Allen give you a safe floor with your legs, but the running back situation, if one hits, that helps. But what if neither hit? I mean, you have no running backs, right? None at all. Like, at least with me, I know Chuba and Gibbs are going to do their thing, right? They have opposite bye, and then I'll just plug in Bill or Najee's, a guy on top of his depth chart. Just guys like that. So just another, he does have Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen is able to take the job from Breece Hall, which I think is very possible. I think Braylon Allen is a better running back. But if he's able to take the job, cool beans. That would be really good. But yeah, that's it. That rounds out the top 10. I will do a quick worst pick and best pick, and then I'm going to do the top 5 worst teams in the NFL per the trash bag. The worst pick, again, this isn't a Shane Clay show, but Cam Ward at 72, that's really, that's early, but he reached for his guy. Maybe he works. I have no idea. He's a rookie. I love Cam Ward. If he works out at 72, 6 months from now, I'll be like, oh, that was a great value pick, and he could be a 3rd rounder next year. I have no idea. I'm just saying it was pretty early for Cam Ward, for a guy you could probably have gotten, several rounds later or off the waivers. We just don't know. He's a rookie. And honorable mention, obviously, is anytime Joe Mixon is drafted, is just heinous work. But the best pick, in my opinion, it was Emeka Egbuka by Scoggins, our favorite space cadet, at 79. I just thought, that's, he's literally essentially Chris Godwin, and he was the wide receiver 1 at one point last year, and you got him in the 8th round almost. So that's pretty good. But let me knock down these worst teams in the NFL, and then I'll get out of here. I'm at 22 minutes already. It's good to be back. On paper, let's. I guess this is going to be tough. I don't know how to do this from like a list standpoint, but man, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. All right, let's look here. League. We'll go to the league right here. Get out of my way. All right. Man, this is going to be bad. All right, so you got to assume the Titans are going to hold their reign. We'll just go with the top 5 and then we'll rank them, right? Browns are going to be awful. Defense is bad. Offense is bad. Titans are going to be awful. Defense is bad. Offense is bad. Saints, just come on. I've banged the drum on them all year. They're just going to be just putrid. I think the Jags are going to make it out of the top 5. I don't think they're going to be in that conversation. I don't think the Patriots are going to be in that conversation. I don't particularly think the Giants are going to be in that conversation, but I think the Jets is a fair team to put in that conversation. And the Colts. So we'll go Colts. We'll go Colts, Saints, Colts, Saints. Let's look. 1, 2. Colts, Saints, Titans, Browns, and Jets. Colts, Saints, Titans, Browns, Jets. I'll go Colts, Saints, at the 5th worst team in the league. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets. They're going to be pathetic. They really, really are. But I think Justin Fields will be able to, will them to a few wins just because the division's not great. Next, give me the their division is tough, man. It's disgusting. Give me the Titans. That's a lot for Cam Ward to shoulder. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Give me the Colts after that. Danny Dumpster is just one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and they really don't have much else. But let's just be honest. But and after that, I think I'm gonna go the Browns, but simply because of division. I think they're actually the roster isn't terrible, but After that, man, I mean, come on. It's the Saints, man. Easiest division in football, and I just don't think they're going to be able to handle it. I think they're going to be a roulette for quarterbacks all season. I think CTE Olave is not going to be able to do anything. I don't even know who their starting tight end is. Taysom Hill's hurt. Alvin Kamara's old. Defense is bad. They're in the salary cap. They're red in the salary cap. They're literally Mickey Loomis masterclass on how not to run an organization. But, you know, as far as everything else, that's all I got. I'm at 25 minutes here. Apologies for taking a little bit longer than I thought. But, this is the trash bag. I appreciate you guys having me back. I hope that you guys enjoy this during your work week, especially Evan and Cheese. But that's it. Y'all know what time it is. Trash bag outing.